Hey guys, Ian here from the Apple Power Web Show, and today for you I will be reviewing the Bamboo Fun Tablet by Wacom. So let's get started. As you can see, I have the black version, but it does come in white, silver, black, and blue, so that's nice. The drivers that come with this are Windows and Mac compatible, which is a really nice feature that I appreciate them having Mac drivers for the computer. When you purchase the tablet, it comes with a software DVD that has Photoshop Elements, Corel Painter, and Nik Effects Color. Adobe Photoshop Elements is the only one that's Mac compatible. All three are Windows compatible, so I might install Windows just so I can have those programs. And the tablet is small. The small version, there are two versions, small and medium. The small is $100, which is this, and the medium is $199. But the really nice thing is this tablet that comes with the nice thing is that this tablet is $100, but the software, Photoshop Elements, is $100 anywhere else. So that is a really good deal if you are looking to start doing graphics design or any kind of photo editing. And if you do have Windows, Corel Painter Essentials is a great app for turning any photos into paintings, or just painting in general on your computer, so that's really nice. So I'm going to go over some of the hardware features. So to start out, one really nice thing that only Wacom has currently, and one other company might have it, but I don't know what's happening with all their patents and stuff. They might have just stolen it from Wacom, but this is the only brand that has a batteryless pen, so you never have to keep changing batteries, and it keeps the weight down a lot, and they can have a nicer form to the pen. As you can see, this looks quite nice. The pen has two buttons, one here and one here, so you can, and then under it there's a little spot so when you're drawing you don't accidentally press these. I have this mapped to the right key, or right click, and this I have set to pan, so when I hold this down and I go like up and down, I can scroll up and down or side to side on a document or in a Photoshop picture. So it has a little nib here, so those are interchangeable because they wear out after a few months. It has an eraser, so you're just drawing like this and you want to erase something, and you just flip it over and it automatically senses that you're on the eraser side. Both the eraser and the pen have 512 levels of pressure sensitivity, so the harder you press, the bigger the brush size will be, or the color, depending on what you're doing. The pen does not sense tilt, so if you're writing and you're going like this or like that, it won't sense. So say you're doing a spray paint and you're going like this, it won't like spray it out like a real one. Their higher end models have that tilt sensitivity. The tablet comes with a little holder for the pen, as you can see right here. It's just a nice little pen holder. It holds it like that, and sideways. I always keep it this way, but if you're drawing and you just want to set it down, it's just quicker to do that. But while it's just sitting there, it's a nice display. And inside here are the extra nibs, as you can see. I have 3 here and then 1 in there, so you can purchase more nibs on their website. So you can do that, and it comes with a little thing to pull the nibs out. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but it has something where you can just kind of mount it on something. I was thinking maybe it holds the nibs, but I don't know why they would really give that to you. I mean, if you know what this is, please tell me, because I'm not exactly sure what this little triangle spot here was. Like, I was thinking that, I don't know, maybe it's some kind of stand or something. I wasn't sure. So if you know what this is, please tell me in the comments or email me. Right here is the active area of the tablet, so if you draw up here it's not going to sense anything, only in here. As you can see, there's a ring here, so I'll zoom in. So as you can see, there's the ring right here. That is a little lighted ring, and it pulses if you're not doing anything for a while. Right here is a little arrow. So if you tap that, the bottom arrow or the up arrow, it'll scroll down a page. And here you can scroll in and down and up if you want. You can set it to that, or you can zoom in and out, which is what I have it mapped to. There are 4 buttons that you can map to just about anything, even buttons that you can map to just about anything. I have each of them set to a keyboard. Each of the buttons I have mapped to a keyboard selection. So for instance, I have this set to step backward, not just undo, because step backward you can just keep going backwards instead of undoing something then redoing it. So that would be like Command Option Z or something. So instead of having to hit the key, keep doing that, and it's very convenient. Set to opening a new layer, or making a new layer, which is really, really convenient instead of having to go to the top of the page or hitting it on my keyboard. This I have mapped to selecting the brush tool, so that's just pretty much hitting the B button on your keyboard. So that's really convenient. So say I'm using, I don't know, say paint bucket or something, and I'm painting stuff in, and I just hit that, go back to the brush. This currently I have set to showing you my desktop. So say I wanted to see what the name of a file that I want to open in Photoshop, I just hit that, I see where the file is, what it's called, and I just go back to back to Photoshop, open it up, and there we go. So this they branded. Oh, it's not focusing now. There we go. So Wacom advertises this as a pen and paper like feel, so it's a little textured. You can't really feel it, like it doesn't feel much different than the rest of the tablet. But when you place the pen down on it, you can feel a little bit of like the pen and paper like feel. It does have a mouse mode, so if you hover just above the tablet and kind of go like this, you can move around on your monitor. Also something really nice because of the functionality of the mouse mode that you can do that. Say this is a piece of paper, you stick it on there and you can put it on here and just draw away, and it feels even more like paper because you are drawing on paper. So that's really nice. Currently I have the active area mapped to my main monitor, which I use for the Photoshop editing. So you can choose what you want to do. I have dual monitors, so if I had it with both monitors, say I was editing just on the main monitor, I would only have this much area to work on. So I just made it the tablet not even be able to go onto the other monitor because it was just limiting my space and it was really hard to use. So if I click all the way at the top of here, it'll go all the way to the top left, bottom, you get the point. So I have lots of space to work with, and you can even map it so that it's only to a specific area of the monitor. So say you want this entire area for what you're working on, so you can make big motions, or you want to get really detailed, do these little tiny movements, then you can do that if you want, which is really nice. The drivers and like the software on the computer are the main reason I chose this over the Viz tablet, which is competing in price, because you can get the Viz tablet, which is a 12-inch tablet, so it's a lot of working space. It has a transparent overlay, so you can stick pictures under there, which is really nice. There's like 29 macro keys around it. They're just like little software keys that you can hit on here. But I have heard the drivers are terrible on there and you can't remap it. So that was the big thing, is I really wanted to be able to remap it to just my main monitor. So I ended up going with this because I knew the drivers would be very good, and they are. And also it came with the program, so I'm probably going to install those, or not Photoshop Elements, because I have Photoshop CS4, which is a lot better. So I'm going to go to the screen and give you a little tour of the drivers and then maybe a little drawing session. So there we go. So